The AP poll is supposed to represent the foundation of college football. It's the benchmark for rankings, respect, and the legitimacy within the sport. But when we look at how some ballots are put together, it calls the entire process into question. This week, one voter, Haley Sawyer, submitted a ballot that is honestly baffling. Here are a few examples. Florida lost to USF. Instead of dropping, she actually moved Florida up from 16th to 14th. Meanwhile, USF didn't make her top 25 at all. She had Florida State at 10th and South Carolina at 14th. After both beat their FCS opponents, she flipped them, moving South Carolina into the top 10 ahead of FSU, despite FSU winning by 74 and South Carolina winning only by 28. Oklahoma beat number 15 Michigan, and Tennessee beat an FCS opponent. Instead of rewarding Oklahoma, she vaulted the Volunteers 13 spots ahead of the Sooners. Clemson won their game, but somehow fell 18 spots from 5th to 23rd. I get it, they didn't play that well, but that's a crazy drop. Alabama demolished UL Monroe 73-0 and still dropped 6 spots. But here's Haley's explanation as to why she submitted this ballot in her own words.
But as far as what my votes are and what my process is, I wake up early in the morning after covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. There's tons of people that vote on the AP poll, and it's not a perfect system, but at the end of the day, no matter who you pick, it does even out because there's so many people who vote. And like I said, it's really fun for discussion. It doesn't, probably matter in the end, but I'm glad that people are having a really good time with it.
Now, this isn't about personally attacking Miss Sawyer. This is more about what her ballot represents. It's a disrespect to the sport, the players, the coaches, the training staffs, the fans, the people that put in hours and hours and hours every single week into this sport. It's also a major disrespect to her fellow AP voters who actually take the time every week to seriously vote on this poll, no matter how busy or tired they may be. Because here's the reality of it. These polls don't just even out in the end. These AP polls are a direct reflection of the initial college football playoff poll and how those voters and how the committee selects their teams. And for the group of 5 schools, this perception matters a ton, especially when their chances of making the college football playoffs are already so slim. Voting so carelessly like this can absolutely derail the chances for a group of 5 team to make the college football playoffs. And when ballots are careless like this, it undermines the credibility of the sport as a whole. So here's my proposal. We abolish the AP poll entirely and just run college football playoff rankings throughout the entire season from week 0 to the national championship game. And as much as we disagree with the college football playoff committee week in and week out when those rankings do go into effect, at least they have a chairman that gets up there and explains as to why those teams were ranked and selected the way they were. That's what we call transparency. That's what we call accountability. College football deserves so much better than this. The players, the coaches, the fans, they all deserve so much better than this. And if the current system can't be fixed, I think it's time we replace it with one that actually respects the game.